When an immigration case gets stuck, most people feel powerless. Days pass, then weeks, and eventually months with no clear update. Life plans are put on hold, stress increases, and many applicants begin to question every step they have taken. The waiting period can feel more difficult than the application itself. But the reality is that waiting is a normal part of the U.S. immigration system, and there are specific things applicants should and should not do during this time. One of the most important things to understand is that silence does not mean your case has been forgotten. In most situations, a pending case is actively moving through background checks, security reviews, or internal processing steps. These stages are not visible to applicants, which makes the process feel confusing. Knowing this helps reduce unnecessary panic and prevents poor decisions made out of fear. Many applicants make the mistake of constantly comparing their case timeline with others online. Social media and forums are full of partial stories, where people share approvals without context. Every case is different, even within the same visa or green card category. Different processing centers, background checks, and priorities all affect timelines. Comparing your case to someone else's often increases stress without providing useful information. Another common mistake is overreacting to delays by filing repeated inquiries or complaints. While it is reasonable to check case status or submit an inquiry when allowed, doing it too frequently does not speed up the process. Immigration agencies process cases based on law and workload, not pressure. In some cases, unnecessary inquiries can even slow things down by adding extra administrative steps. While waiting, one of the smartest things an applicant can do is stay legally compliant. If you are inside the United States, maintaining valid status is critical. Violations during the waiting period can create serious problems later, even if the original application was strong. Small mistakes made while waiting can have long-term consequences. Preparation is another key factor. Applicants should keep all documents organized and updated. This includes passports, identification, financial records, and any supporting evidence related to the case. When a request for additional evidence arrives, responding quickly and accurately can prevent further delays. Being prepared turns waiting time into productive time. It is also important to stay informed through reliable sources only. Immigration rules and procedures change, and outdated information can lead to wrong decisions. Avoid relying on rumors, unverified social media posts, or individuals promising shortcuts. No one outside the government can guarantee faster processing or approval. Many people worry that long waiting times automatically lead to denial. This fear is understandable but often incorrect. Most denials are based on clear eligibility issues or missed requirements, not on long periods of silence. In fact, many approved cases experience extended waiting times before final decisions are made. Emotionally, waiting can be exhausting. Constantly checking case status or replaying worst-case scenarios adds mental pressure without changing the outcome. Understanding that delays are systemic rather than personal helps applicants regain a sense of control. Patience is not passive. It is an active decision to stay calm and prepared while the process continues. Another important reality is that immigration processing is not always linear. A case can pause, move forward, and pause again. Files may be transferred between offices or reviewed by different officers. These internal movements are normal and rarely reflected in public updates. Accepting this reality helps. Manage expectations. The most productive mindset during a delay is focus. Focus on what you can control rather than what you cannot. You cannot control processing speed, but you can control accuracy, compliance, preparation, and information sources. This approach protects your case and your peace of mind. The U.S. immigration system is slow, complex, and highly regulated, but it is not random. Understanding how it works helps applicants avoid unnecessary fear and costly mistakes. Waiting does not mean failure. In many cases, it simply means the system is doing what it was designed to do. This channel, U.S. Immigration Alert, exists to explain these realities clearly and calmly. The goal is not to create fear or unrealistic hope, but to help viewers understand the process and make informed decisions while they wait. If you are currently waiting on an immigration case, remember that patience combined with preparation is your strongest strategy. Stay compliant, stay informed, and avoid misinformation. If this video helped you better understand what to do while waiting, support the channel by liking the video, subscribing, and staying connected for future updates. As waiting continues, many applicants begin to ask a deeper question: how long is too long, and when should someone actually take action? This is where understanding realistic timelines becomes extremely important. Every immigration category has an average processing range, and delays only become a concern when a case moves far beyond normal limits. Knowing the difference between normal delay and unusual delay protects applicants from unnecessary stress. One of the biggest challenges during long waits is uncertainty. Immigration agencies rarely explain why a case is delayed, which leaves room for fear and speculation. However, most delays happen due to workload pressure, staffing shortages, or additional reviews required by law. These are system-level issues, not personal judgments against the applicant. Some applicants consider changing strategies mid-process, such as reapplying, withdrawing, or switching categories. This is one of the most risky decisions if done without proper understanding. Making changes while a case is pending can sometimes reset timelines or create new complications. That is why patience combined with accurate information is often safer than impulsive action. Another reality people do not often talk about is that approvals usually happen quietly. There is rarely a dramatic update or warning before a decision is made. One day the case simply moves forward. This is why staying ready matters. Missing a notice, failing to respond on time, or not checking official communication channels can turn an approval opportunity into a setback. Financial pressure also becomes part of the waiting experience. Some applicants have limited work authorization, restricted opportunities, or family responsibilities. Planning finances realistically during the waiting period is essential. Relying on assumptions about quick approvals often leads to disappointment. A realistic plan creates stability while waiting. It is also important to understand that immigration outcomes are not always immediate victories or failures. Some decisions come with additional steps, follow-up interviews, or further reviews. This does not mean rejection. It simply means the process continues. Applicants who understand this are better emotionally prepared. Mental health during the immigration journey is rarely discussed, but it matters. Long-term uncertainty affects sleep, focus, and confidence. Taking breaks from constant case checking and online speculation can improve clarity and reduce anxiety. A calm applicant is better equipped to respond correctly when action is required. Another key point is credibility. Maintaining a consistent and truthful record throughout the process is critical. Any contradiction, even accidental, can cause serious problems later. This includes social media activity, public statements, and documentation. Consistency builds trust within the system. As time passes, many applicants lose motivation or hope. But history shows that many successful cases took longer than expected. Delays do not define outcomes. Persistence, accuracy, and patience do. Immigration is often a test of endurance more than speed. Understanding that the system moves slowly by design helps change perspective. Security, verification, and compliance take time. While this can be frustrating, it also protects the integrity of the process. Applicants who respect this reality are less likely to make mistakes that harm their case. The most powerful thing an applicant can do while waiting is remain steady. Avoid shortcuts, avoid misinformation, and avoid panic-driven decisions. Stay organized, informed, and prepared. This mindset does not speed up the system, but it protects your future within it. This channel continues to focus on reality, not hype. Immigration is not a lottery, and it is not a race. It is a structured process that rewards patience, honesty, and preparation. Those who understand this are more likely to reach their goals without unnecessary damage along the way. If you are still waiting, remember this. Silence is not rejection, delay is not denial, and patience is not weakness. It is strategy. Stay connected with reliable information, and continue preparing for the moment your case moves forward.